Hey YouTube, Blade Check 101 here. Today we're going to go over a kind of important topic for anyone who carries a knife um, for self-protection, self-defense, and that's going to be deployment. Um, I can't really do this as a tabletop because it is much more involved than that. So coming to you kind of one-on-one with this. I have a whole bunch of my knives right here. I'm going to show you a couple of them and different deployment methods. Um, Also, my cat will be joining us, I'm sure, from time to time. He's kind of an attention hog. Here he is. Alright, get out of the way. Yeah. And, oh god, my girlfriend's going to be so thrilled that her cat got her time. Alright, so back to point. So deployment of your knife is going to be critical if you get to, if you need to ever use it in a situation, heaven forbid, that is in risk of you losing your life. So, like I said, I've got a bunch of my knives here, so let's get started as soon as my cat gets out of the way. So, let's get started. I'm going to go with a knife that you guys will be able to tell what it is, so you can see it, and that's going to be this knife here. This is the SOG Pentagon Elite. Already done a review on it. It's just a knife of mine that I like to carry. It's a good knife. And I'll probably be throwing in, where'd it go? This knife too. You all know this one, the Spyderco Endura 4. Both of these I rate as very good folding tactical knives. I've got a bunch of them here, like I said, but these are the two main ones I'll be sticking with. Oops, maybe if I didn't have this one in there first, that'd be cool. So, this is typically how we dress these days. We have our shirt covering our pockets, usually, okay? Now, from a certain standpoint, this is good. If someone were to try to pick our pockets, it would take them an extra second to get into our pockets, right? So in that way, cool, good job. On the other hand, it sucks for us because now we have to add a step into our deployment method for our knives. And mainly, like I said, we're going to be going over folding knives. I love fixed blades. I carry fixed blades. However, in some jurisdictions, they are not legal. So, they are out of the picture for now. I'm trying to give this to everybody. Everyone mostly can carry a knife, whether the blade length is 3 inches or 6, whatever, but it does matter that it's a folding knife. So, what's the first step? Well, the first step is knowing that when something like this occurs, adrenaline's going to be rushing. We need to remain calm as possible. We need to practice what we're going to be learning here as many times as possible so it becomes second nature. So during a stress situation, boom, that's where we go to. Now you have to keep in mind that legally you're bound, so you need to be able to do this carefully, quickly, soundly, all that. So quickly, what are we looking at? Our shirt is covering. We need to get it out of the way, right? We're going to use these two fingers, lift. From that position, we are simply kind of twisting our wrist like this, keeping our shirt out of the way. Our thumb is now going to slide down between our leg and our knife, just like that, okay? Now our middle finger and our pointer finger are going to rest on the clip. What they're going to do is they're going to assist in the retraction of the blade, of the knife, I should say. Just like this, okay? Now from here, bend them to bring the knife up. Now all we've done is now we have 4 fingers on our pocket clip. The pocket clip may be smaller, and that's fine, but in this position, this is for a tip up carry, meaning that the knife tip is up when it is in our pocket, okay? So our fingers are right there, and our thumb, look at that, is in position. So all we've done, quickly, is clear the pocket, down, bend. Okay, so we're right there. Good. Now, getting into a quick little segment here. We are not just flicking with our finger, although with this knife it does work. With lots of knives like this Endura, it won't work typically. Okay, so to keep consistency, we also don't want to flick it out like this. Yes, it works, but look at where I put my arm. Had to go way out there to get it. And what is our knife doing out there? It can be grabbed, our arm can be cut, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so we are also not rotating the thumb all the way out. Simple mixture of the three is we're going to flick. Okay, let me just get the Endura in here, just because I can do it way too easily with that one. We're going to flick downward like this, so we're kind of at like almost like a 45, and a quick deployment like this. Okay, so all it is from here. Okay, and all it is it's a partial flick of the thumb. Okay, and from this position, once it's past here, the weight of the blade will actually open it for us. Just to make sure that it does actually open, however, we are flicking our wrist, barely, just a little tiny flick, and it's going to be right in front of us. So if I square off with you, just like this. Now you can see, here's my body frame. The knife will not leave that area as soon as I take it out of my pocket. Okay, now this is my position currently with the knife. Not a great position, usable, however. Okay, so from there, all I'm going to do is bring my thumb back and just adjust my fingers slightly. Now that can be done extremely quickly. So from there, we do a quick little overview. This is where we are. Okay, now from a utility standpoint or from a rescue standpoint, we're good right here. But in a defensive situation, this is not the best position to be in with our knife down here. What is it doing down there? Nothing. So from here, what are we doing? We're taking a quick step back with whatever foot, it doesn't matter. But anyway, our left hand is going to come up and guard all up here and down here from non-weapon attacks. Or from chokeholds from behind, we have a guard right there. So it's going to stay nice and close into us, not out here, because then we have targets. So keep it right here. Okay? Nice and close, and a good chokehold defense. So from here, the knife is not going to be out here because we're showing our opponent this way our knife. The length, everything about our knife. Hey, look, you can see it. Not a good idea. So from this deployment, okay, this is the position. Okay, and what we're doing here is you're pointing the knife directly at your opponent's eyes. So you can't tell how long that blade is, nor can you tell how long this blade is. Okay, but if you look, quite different. But from here, you can't tell, and that's cool. So this is where we're going from here. Okay, straight at the eyes, so that when they look down at the knife, they can't tell how long that blade is. See, just a quick strategy, and it keeps them like, kind of confused. So again, basically going into it, we're going to uncover, deploy, stance. Our arm is up here for defense. Yes? So that's basically it. Now, again, keep in mind, there's lots of different designs out there. We have a flipper here with a tip down, meaning that the tip is facing down when in our pocket. So from here, what we have to do is basically just take it out. The only difference is now we're keeping, instead of our hand in front of it, we're keeping our hand behind it, taking it out just like that. Now, this one is a flipper, so here's my position. I've already basically reached it. It's a nice, fast little design. Now, the only downside here is that my grip sucks. So it's going to take a little bit longer for me to get a good grip. But that's basically it. So, if you guys have any questions about anything, any part of this, anything involving anything else, with your deployment or your tactics or anything, just leave me a post in the comment section, and I'll be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching.